Hey everybody, it's Jamie from No Getting Off This Train. In today's video, I am making an easy tater tot casserole. It is both meal prep and freezer friendly. I am all about easy meals, and this meal is one of them. It only has 6 ingredients, and like I said, it's meal prep friendly and freezer friendly. So you could easily double this recipe, put half of it in the freezer, and then you have a dinner to eat like in the next month or two. It is also budget friendly. So this has 4 servings in it, and it costs $8.46 to make, which makes it about $2.11 per serving, which if you think about it, so much better than eating out. And I do have other variations that you can use in this, and I'll explain it as I go. So why don't I show you the ingredients now, and then we'll get started. These are the only 6 ingredients that you need for this tater tot casserole. So I've got 1 pound of ground turkey. I have 1 diced bell pepper. I have a small diced onion, a can of sloppy joe sauce. We're going to use half this bag of tater tots, and then we're going to use 1 cup of shredded cheddar. So I've got the oven preheating to 350 degrees. First thing we need to do is cook the ground turkey. So while the oven is preheating, we're going to go ahead and cook the ground turkey. This was originally frozen, and I'm so happy with myself because I actually remembered to take it out of the freezer the day before. Now, if you know me, you know that doesn't happen very often, so it is a huge accomplishment. Getting the meat out the day before ensures that it will not be a frozen brick when you try to cook it. I do that so many times, and it takes so much longer to cook. So I have ground turkey here, like I said, but you could also use ground beef instead. You could use ground chicken, whatever kind of ground meat is available to you and whatever is cheapest for you. I'm also going to dump in the diced onion and the bell pepper. I went ahead and chopped all that up ahead of time. Now, I also know that this step right here can take up a lot of energy and a lot of time, and so there are a few shortcuts you could do too. If you don't have the energy to dice up an onion or a bell pepper, they sell bags of like pre-sliced pepper and onion, and you are more than welcome to use that. They work just as well. They are just as nutritious as the fresh ones, and you do not need to feel guilty about it. They might cost a little bit extra, but listen, in my time here, I have learned that some weeks you want to save money, and some weeks you just want to save time and energy. So if buying frozen vegetables means you actually get to eat healthier and more nutritious foods, then go for it. And I also know that cooking ground meat can take a lot of time and energy as well. So I know they make like ground beef crumbles. You can find them at grocery stores. So anything that's going to save you time and make sure you eat something, then you do what works for you. So this will take maybe about 10 minutes. I'm gonna let this sit and cook a little bit. And then once it is fully cooked, we'll drain it and then assemble the casserole. All right, it is all fully cooked now. I'm gonna go ahead and drain it, and then we will add the sloppy joe sauce. And here we go. So I'm just using the Walmart brand sloppy joe sauce. You can use the name brand, whatever. If you also just like wanna make your own sloppy joe sauce, that is okay too. This is a very forgiving recipe. Also, sloppy joe sauce already has seasonings and stuff in it, so I don't usually put extra seasoning in it. However, if you want to, you could add some salt and pepper. You could add a couple other different seasonings, maybe chili seasoning or something. That would be pretty good too. So we're gonna just let this heat up for just a couple of minutes, and then we'll put this in a casserole dish. Now we have a greased 9x9 casserole dish, and so we're going to take all of the meat mixture and pour it right on the bottom here. Then we're going to put half the cheese on top. So we got a half cup here. We'll just sprinkle that on there. And then we have the tater tots. Like I said, we're just going to put about half of the bag right on top here. It doesn't have to be in like a single like order or anything. If you can put them all in a single layer, that'd be good. At least they're kind of like that. It's okay. Lastly, we will sprinkle the remaining half cup of cheese on top. And then we get to bake it. We're gonna put this in the oven for 30 minutes until the tater tots are nice and crispy on top. All right, so this is really hot. I'm gonna wait a second before eating it. So while I'm letting it cool off some, so this serves about 4 people and it ranges about 415 calories per serving. So if this isn't enough food for you, you can go ahead and eat this by itself, or you could add different side items to it. Frozen veggies are good. You can just put them in the microwave and steam them that way. You could also roast different vegetables in the oven right along with this as it's cooking. Side salads are good too, or you could just eat it by itself. So I think it's cooled off enough. Let's give it a try. Okay, that is really good. The sloppy joe sauce definitely gave it kind of a sweet flavor. You could add, again, like I said, different seasonings to it, salt and pepper, other seasonings. I might actually put a little bit of Creole seasoning on top of mine right before I eat it. Now, freezing instructions. Like I said, you can freeze this really easily. You can double it and then put half in the freezer. So it is not much extra effort to cook 2 pounds of ground meat and then getting out 2 containers and then just dividing it equally. Super easy to do. So when you freeze it, you can use an aluminum pan or you can use a glass pan like I'm using. Make sure it is cooled completely before putting it in the freezer. I usually don't bake mine ahead of time. I'll just put it in there just like it is, cooking the meat first, obviously. And then I recommend thawing it in the fridge overnight because that will kind of lessen the cooking time that you need. If it is still kind of frozen, you may need to add like an extra 15 minutes or so. Now I have the recipe for this copied and pasted down below, so be sure to save it for later. I also made this exact recipe in a freezer meal cooking session that I did, and I'm gonna link that below as well, where I made like 5 different ground beef freezer meals. In addition to that, I also created a freezer cooking plan to go along with all of it. So it has all 5 recipes, and then it has a grocery list plus a link to a pre-shopped grocery cart where all you have to do is just click a link, add everything to your Walmart cart, and then you can just pick it up. I also have a full cooking instructions for all of it and then instructions on how to freeze. So that is all linked below as well. Make sure you guys check that out. Again, this is a highly recommended recipe. Easy to double, easy to freeze. So make sure you guys try it out. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later. Are you looking for easy dinners to feed your busy family? Click the link in the description to grab a free recipe book with 10 simple and delicious dinners that my family loves. Download it now and tell me what you think.